Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of the Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Helps us out a lot, and we're trying to reach 1,000 subscriptions. Ladies and gents, we got some cool news on a film that came out a while back, done by Michael Mann. Very solid film, but it looks like there could be a sequel to it, maybe even a reboot. Let's read into it. Joseph Kosinski in talks to direct Miami Vice. Apparently, Joseph Kosinski is in talks to direct a new Miami Vice movie for Universal Pictures with Dan Gilroy as the writer for the script. This news comes from Daniel Rickman, who usually gets his info from the production grids, and I'll check the grid myself to see if that is accurate. He might have access to another one, but Daniel Rickman has been pretty solid with the info. But let's continue. Michael Mann attempted a cinematic interpretation of Miami Vice in 2006, starring Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell, which was a pretty good film, to be honest. The film was originally panned by critics, only to be heralded years later by a passionate cult following as a great film. And that's not surprising at all, to be quite honest. The way it's shot has a very grounded and indie feel to it, but with Michael Mann's precision. So like I said, a pretty solid film. I actually just recently watched it, probably less than a year ago, and I just noticed how it was shot, and it just seemed very similar to the quality of another film Michael Mann did, which you might know, called Collateral, starring Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. And that was a cool film as well. There is no word yet on whether this film is a reboot or if Foxx and Farrell would be reprising their roles as Tubbs and Crockett. We'll definitely have to keep our eyes on developments and see what's going on with it. The first film didn't make that much money, only $66 million in the United States, and it had a global haul of $164.2 million on a budget of about $150 million. So right there, really just breaking even off that production budget. The film didn't make money, but I can understand why they are trying to reboot something like this. Obviously, the hype from the show in the 80s with Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas, definitely a classic. Obviously, we had that film adaptation of it with Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell. So there's definitely a history, and I feel there is an interest there. It just has to be done the right way. So like I said, we'll have to see what's going on with that. But let's go ahead and finish up this piece, ladies and gents. Kosinski has F1 starring Brad Pitt coming out in the summer, and that looks crazy as well. I did a video on that. He also has an untitled whistleblower thriller in the works over at Apple TV. His most notable credits include Top Gun Maverick, big movie, Oblivion, great sci-fi movie that is heavily underrated, Tron Legacy, another one of those, great visually, and Only the Brave. So he definitely has a solid filmography there. And like I said, Kosinski is dropping F1 with Brad Pitt, which I think visually could be an interesting film. F1 racing and his lens is going to be cool to see. But ladies and gents, let's see what we get on Miami Vice news. Obviously, I'll be looking at the production grids to see what's going on with it, and we'll keep our eyes on new developments for this film. Please share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Let them know to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot. Like this video and ring the bell for notifications for information on the new Miami Vice film. With that being said, it's Neff signing off. Be safe.